gentlemen, introducing your host from the birthplace of extreme, Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, weighing in at, well, an average weight for a person of his size, Shondell Wilbur.
Hey, ladies and gentlemen, welcome once again to another episode of the Bury the Booking Podcast, Wrestling Podcast. I'm Dell, as always, joined by Devin, and we got some things to get into, and we are fastly approaching. We're just hours away as we record this show. We are hours away from the WrestleDream pay-per-view. From AEW happening tonight, and we're going to get into a preview of that. We're going to talk some other things, rumors and whatnot here, but we're going to do a quick jump in of the week that was in pro wrestling as a whole, and we're just going to take it straight from the top with Monday Night Raw. Devin, how did you feel about Monday Night Raw? What were your standouts?
Raw was raw. Oh, I'm popping all crazy. Let me move this mic back on. I got too excited for a second. I'm sorry. Raw was good. I enjoyed Raw. I'm really getting invested into this whole Judgment Day situation.
Okay.
Even though I don't really like the Judgment Day, but I'm starting to get in.
They're everywhere.
Follow along. Yeah, they are everywhere.
Yeah, they're everywhere.
I think they're gonna fall apart though.
Yeah, it's inevitable at this point. The cracks are there. Yeah, JD and all that going on with it. So yeah, it's it's a wait and see thing. They're playing the long game here. Spoiler alert for anyone who hasn't seen NXT No Mercy last night. Dominic Mysterio actually lost the North American Championship to Trick Williams. So Judgment Day's down the championship. So we'll see how that plays into anything, if at all, moving forward. We don't know yet if that will have anything to do with anything, but
I don't think they're going to be around. They're not. You got Rhea, who's out on the injury.
Rhea's out, yeah.
You got Dirty Dom. Jesus Christ, he's such a weirdo.
The heat magnet, Dirty Dom.
But it was like first off, Cody Rhodes and all his people. Jey Uso come out. Sami
Cody,
Zayn,
Kevin KO, and
y'all not beating them. Like that's like I don't mess with the Usos, none of that. But you got that whole squad together. I don't think y'all can the Judgment can handle that.
Okay.
I don't.
Yeah, we're leading to a multi-man thing here. Clearly, Cody, Jay, Sammy, Kevin, against the Judgment Day here.
I'm looking forward to that. You know what else stuck out? Oh my goodness. Reed and Otis.
Oh yeah, Bronson Reed and Otis, yeah.
These two big that was the slowest match ever.
And Bronson's a little he has some bursts of speed at times, but I mean this match was
I ain't got nothing to talk about. Nobody weight. No room. But these big brothers was just belly bumping.
As Big E would say, big meaty men slapping meat.
Yeah. That was good. But I enjoyed that though. I enjoyed it. I was like, this is cool.
Bronson Reed beat not only Chad Gable, but he beat Otis. So
yeah. I
don't know where we're going with this yet, but we'll see.
Just slow down. Oh my goodness. Kofi and Drew.
Kofi Kingston, yeah. And Drew McIntyre, his clearly being a D-bag.
Let me tell you this. You know why Kofi lost? Because you can't win a wrestling match wearing a pair of fucking Nike Dunks. Like, real, come on. You couldn't put nothing better on your feet.
Hey, Kofi's a former WWE champion, man.
Man, when I saw the kicks, I'm like, yeah, you deserve to lose this one. Your feet, your shoe game is
his footwear. He's not wearing the right footwear.
No, I'm not even a shoe head, and I know you shouldn't have had those on your feet at all.
With Drew McIntyre, we're still, going through the what type of person is Drew these days.
I don't know.
Clearly, not helping people. He's a do-for-selfer.
You don't need to help nobody.
No, I mean, I think it might be interesting to see Drew McIntyre just go complete, full, 100% heel.
Put my glasses on.
Just embrace all of it.
What else stood out to me on SmackDown? Oh, the Tegan Fat.
Oh, yeah. Tegan Knox.
Was she fighting Natalya?
Yeah. So Tegan Knox and yeah.
I didn't know who Tegan Knox was.
She's very, very rarely used. She's been released, rehired. She was in NXT. Prior to that, it's just one of those people who they put on TV for like a week or two, and then you don't see her. She's had strain of injuries, unfortunately, with her knees and things like that.
Look how little she is.
But so we'll see. We'll see if she's on TV next week and the week after and the week after. Hopefully,
we'll see what happens.
Yeah, we'll see what they do with her.
What else hit me? Oh, the Zoe Starks.
Oh,
what's she doing with Nia?
Well, oh yeah, the whole Nia Jax and Zoe Stark thing, and this is continuing to build Nia Jax back as a dominant force. Maybe when Rhea comes back, maybe they do something with that. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't. Zoe Starks can't take on Jax. Like, she a fun size girl. Nia, she moving mountains. She already hurt like 4 people.
Well, look, that's
she a career ender.
Look, Nia claims bodies, man. She is, unfortunately.
That's pretty much it.
Yeah, Monday Night Raw was 3 hours of Raw. It was
ain't nothing really. Yeah, ain't nothing really. That was the highlights for me.
Yeah, you're going to get your Judgment Day and
that was the big thing.
Yeah, Jey Uso and everything. You that's pretty much where we were with this. Again, 3 hours of Raw is 3 hours of Raw most weeks. It's never a time where it's like, oh my god, Raw from 8:01 to it was the greatest show I've ever seen. It's gonna be a lot of
a lot of stuff going on, but it was okay. Like it,
it wasn't. Yeah, it definitely wasn't the worst episode of Raw.
I actually like this one. This one had a lot of stuff going on that I was like, all right, cool. I felt like I was watching more of a TV show than a wrestling match.
Yeah,
but I ain't had no problem with Raw.
Yeah. Speaking of more TV, more talking, I should say, we'll get into AEW Dynamite. AEW Dynamite did a lot of talking this week, but of course they're setting up for WrestleDream. They're setting up for this pay-per-view. A lot of promos here because, again, you had your big pay-per-view coming up in a few days. So much conversation. A lot more than we're used to from AEW TV, but like I said, we have WrestleDream looming. The big thing, I guess, coming out of this, well, one of the big things was the revelation that Adam Cole's ankle is.
Please, my man said it was broken, ligaments tore, and shit. He went on a not a long rant, but he went on his whole thing about what was wrong with his ankle. You sprained your ankle. That's true. I looked back, I watched mechanisms of injury. I did the whole workup.
You did it all.
You twisted your ankle. cool. We ain't need that big ass cast. But when I saw his homeboy come out with the neck brace and the wheelchair,
Roddy Strong, yeah. Perfect. And here's,
I immediately started cracking up.
because here's the thing now. You could do something else with this. Like, the injury was unfortunate, of course, because this is the main event thing, and everything is built around Adam Cole and MJF and this whole storyline. And now we got Adam sidetracked for a while with the ankle injury, so he's clearly not going to be, a focal point of matches and things like that right now. He's going to be out for a little bit of time, but you can do something. He was in a promo with Max on the boat and all that crazy stuff, which was hilarious.
Yes,
but you can do more stuff like that where Adam Cole is involved but not involved, and you can do a lot more stuff with Roderick Strong now, being they're both injured. Of course, Roddy's not injured, but Adam Cole's legit injured. So
let me tell you something. I have no clue why that is so entertaining to me. Like, when he's screaming for him from ringside, I'm like, I love it so much. It's the dumbest thing, but it is. It's so funny, and I know they're gonna have to have ended that eventually.
Yeah,
like, it's gonna have to fade away.
But now
stretch it out.
Yeah, and now we're probably forced to stretch it out a little bit more now, because you can't get to what you were going to get to if there was a turn involved or anything, because Adam Cole is out, and he's going to be out for a little bit. So, not saying it was, but if anything was going to happen within like the next month, now that's going to be delayed because we got the injury thing. So now it's adapting the story to the real world, real life situation going on with you not being able to utilize Adam Cole like you would have if he was an active competitor. So we'll see what they come up with that. Right now we know that there's going to be a handicap match. It was supposed to be Adam Cole and MJF defending the Ring of Honor tag titles against the Righteous. We'll talk about that once we preview the card in a little bit here.
I don't think that's going to go away. I don't think that it's going to go. I know it's scheduled to be a handicap match, but I feel MJF's going to get a little help.
He could. What if we get Roddy?
Yeah.
What if Roddy comes in and helps, and he's like that? You look, man. You don't. We don't vibe. We're not a thing. But Adam wanted me to stand in type thing. Maybe, who knows? This is what friends do. And sure, why not? You could do that. That would be interesting. And then have a dynamic of maybe Roderick Strong and MJF. Maybe they have a thing. Who knows? Maybe they have like this rivalry, but they're forced to team right now while Roddy's holding down the half of the tag team titles for Adam Cole with MJF, and then they have this thing. That would be cool.
I'm for it.
I'm for this storyline. I'm all in until the payoff happens. But we also had the face-off, I should say, between Jay White and MJF as well. So it looks like it's going to be Jay White and MJF in potentially a title situation going on. Maybe Jay White is going to be the next challenger for MJF's AEW World title. We'll see. But some things happened later on in the show with that, also with the attack towards the end of the show. Now, Jay White got beat up at the end of the program by some putties. Bunch of people in all black, and MJF's devil mask at the end. So they want you to believe that was MJF attacking him, because that was clearly MJF's mask. But who knows who it is? The speculation is, if it was Roderick Strong in the Kingdom. There was, I think it was maybe like 4 or 5 guys that attacked Jay White. So
yeah.
if it was the Kingdom and other people, who knows? Like, Jay White's got a lot of people that would want to attack him. And initially when I seen it, I'm like, whoa, maybe that's David Finlay from New Japan, because they are doing this thing with you have Bullet Club Gold on AEW, which is Juice Robinson, Jay White, and the Guns, Austin and Colton. But the War Dogs era of the Bullet Club in New Japan is being run by David Finlay, and David Finlay and Jay White don't get along because, of course, Jay White still has this whole, leader of the Bullet Club thing, and David Finlay's the leader of the Bullet Club. So maybe we have like some type of civil war going on there, and with the close relationship with New Japan and AEW, maybe that's something that is a thing that we're going to get to. I don't know. But, I mean, it could be anybody at this point. I just initially, when I seen it, I'm like, oh, maybe it's David Finlay, and maybe we're doing this Bullet Club thing, here. I don't know. We'll see. There's a lot of speculation about Tony Khan saying there's going to be the beginning of a new era in AEW starting tonight.
Well,
starting
they're
as
saying
we
that
record.
because they fired CM Punk. Yeah, it's a new era. You fired your main guy.
Well, that was some weeks ago. So we'll see what There's the rumors of a lot at this point. What the new era could mean. Could it mean you bringing in somebody else, like a big game changing name? Could it be you new TV deal, new streaming deal, new
Treat your women better?
That would be a new era. That would be a new era, an era of the women's division being featured more than one match on a giant pay-per-view. That would be something to talk about and to tout about. I'm here for it. That would definitely be nice. Speaking of women in AEW, well, we'll just talk about it now. The loss of Jade Cargill to WWE, which was made official earlier this week. I mean, she's tailor-made for WWE, and she seems to have wanted that. She said when she was home thinking about things in the future of her career, that she wanted to build a legacy. She wanted her name in lights. She wanted to be a household name, and she believes that the best way to do that is in WWE. And I mean, I'm willing to agree with her with the exhibits that we have for AEW's women's division right now, and the way WWE not only does things on a grander scale, just as a whole, and presentation as a whole, and just Jade's look. She looks like someone who would be in the forefront of something. She looks like somebody that's going to be on the side of a production truck of WWE. Somebody that's going to be in the opening video package, and things like that. So I get it. It's just a matter of execution on WWE's part, and if they put a lot of stock in her and a lot of money in her, they're gonna make sure she looks the star that she wants to be.
She was trained by some good people,
Yeah.
She did the Performance Center, WWE Performance Center. She did. She was trained by AR Fox. Who else was there? Was so many other people.
Yes, and she was getting a lot of
Marshall.
Yeah, she's getting, and then that's on the AEW side of things, right? Yeah. Mark Henry is backing her. Bryan Danielson.
Yeah.
Names like that, and
Heath Miller.
So you got people who she learned from on that side, but here's now that we're going full force with her in WWE, she's gonna. Of course, she's at the Performance Center now, learning the WWE way of doing things, and because all her in-ring work was for AEW, and looking at it, the catalog is not grand because of how she was presented. She was this dominant person. Her matches lasted a couple seconds because she was just steamrolling through people, gaining that streak. So it wasn't like she had a lot of matches that were lengthy, and a lot of matches against people who would bring a lot of stuff out of her. So, you know, now being in at the Performance Center and getting the WWE side of it and how matches are laid out and presented on WWE's platform, to be able to have and hold matches at length with someone like Bianca, somebody with like Becky Lynch, someone like Rhea, and you know, just people, Charlotte, you know, people like that. You know, you gotta know how to do WWE's way. So, you know, who knows what that means in terms of her debuting, if she debuts a little later than people are thinking. Because everybody's like, hey, look, she's on WWE, signed her. We'll see her whenever the next pay-per-view is.
Like, I was hearing stuff about her on NXT.
Yeah, I don't think we're wasting her on NXT. Like, the amount of hype that they put on her right now already just tells me she's probably going to go to maybe even SmackDown. The SmackDown, I think, is, you know, viewed as the A show right now. And, you know, it's the whole big thing with the USA Network getting the big deal to bring it back from Fox and all that. So SmackDown's got a lot of views, a lot of money, a lot of stuff behind it. Monday Night Raw is the constant. Who knows what the future of Raw is going to be in that regard. But I think she looks like a SmackDown. Like, she looks like she's built for the SmackDown brand going forward. So I think she bypasses NXT completely and just goes, when they debut her, she's there. But how do you debut her?
See, I don't know what role. Should she?
Do you debut her like spinning off of what gave her the name in the first place and gave her the stock that WWE would want in the first place, was having her presented like this steamrolling person that just, you know, has a streak, or, you know, is this dominant, undefeated?
No, because I don't think that's gonna have legs in the long run. If you're gonna devote this much time and effort to building her up as a superstar, you should take the time to actually build her up. I wouldn't throw her right in nothing big, but I'd have her going and picking up bodies though.
Okay, someone like Natalia or somebody, you know, just doing a program with some people, get some notable wins of some notable people under her belt.
Get some followers. Have some people backing her. Maybe have her interfere with a couple matches just to build up like a female crew.
Okay.
Behind her.
Interesting.
And,
okay.
Give her a small belt. Don't give her nothing crazy.
Well, I mean, it's either going to be. So right now, Rhea's the women's world champion, and we have Io Sky as the WWE women's champion. So it's now doing
she
that.
Can get the Io Sky,
Now,
isn't Io Sky about to lose something?
We'll see. And that's my thing. Like, do you debut her at the Rumble and have her win the Royal Rumble? Because if you debuting her at the Rumble, like, I mean, it's not at this point. It's not that far away. But depends on how they're like how they're promoting her moving forward. Like, we seen the video package on SmackDown, them hyping her up, them saying, "All right, you know, look, we signed Jade Cargill. Like, she's a game changer. She's this, she's that. She's this big name, and she's gonna make a big impact here." What does that impact look like? Like, do you bring her at the Rumble? At this point, it's not going to be a surprise if she enters the Rumble, because it's not like they held this signing off and saying, "Oh, well, you know, we don't know if we're going to sign her or not," and then the Rumble happens and her music hits, or she comes out and the crowd goes freaking crazy. They already know she's here. So what do you do with that? Like, how do you present her that way?
Here's something that just struck me. Quote, some WWE fans may have thoughts that Jade was going to make her big debut at No Mercy after Becky Lynch and Tiffany Stratton on NXT Women's Titles match,
which was last night.
Yeah. So everybody thought she was going to come out big then. But if you put her into, if you have her come out, win a Royal Rumble, that'd be cool. I can see that. Like you say, she's supposed to be this dominant force. She's supposed to be out there coming and collecting bodies. And what's the best way to come out there and collect bodies is in Royal
throwing
Rumble.
A lot of people out of a Royal Rumble.
Yeah. But when do you bring her in? I wouldn't bring her in towards the end. Bring her right in the middle.
Yeah. Like a good like number 17, 18 spot.
And just have her just clear house. Not too fast.
Now, you could go one or two ways. You can have her win the Royal Rumble. Or the person that you want to build that first program with that's in the Royal Rumble, you can have them eliminate her. Because it's not like they beat her. They just throw her out of the Rumble. Maybe she's distracted by throwing somebody out and she gets thrown out too. And
See,
then,
I don't like that.
And then that person, but then she dominates that rivalry. So, it's like, oh, this person eliminated her from the Rumble, but she ultimately, once things are 1-1, that was a multi-person scenario. And you know what I mean? And then that kind of gives her a built-in rivalry there already. And not giving her just like, oh, I'm going straight to the top, going this and that. That gives her like a program to build in, maybe back and forth. You do some promo stuff between those two. They have a ongoing storyline and built to a match maybe at WrestleMania or something like that, where she ultimately wins and then goes on this whole big thing, or she wins the Rumble and wins the title.
Rhea's the only one I feel as though she should go against. Like, big match.
Big match, yeah.
Rhea.
Yeah. Initially, everybody's like, oh, man, we can finally see her and Bianca Belair. But I think you got to sit on that one. You can't just throw that one, I think that. Now, if that was the case, if that was the scenario with maybe a name like Bianca eliminates her from the Rumble, and just one, it's like, okay, it's Bianca. It wasn't just like somebody that they brought back for a nostalgia feel, or it wasn't Molly Holly or somebody that eliminated her from the Royal Rumble. It's Bianca, and then it's like, Bianca's has that, this is I'm here, this is me, I do this, and then Jade and Bianca have their thing from there and spin off into a Mania match, or you have her win the Rumble. I think there's only, if you debut her at the Rumble, that's the only two options that you got, because you can't just have her just get thrown out and it mean nothing. She would have to be immediately put in a program with that person that she eliminated, that eliminated her, and then she would ultimately win out at that point. But I don't know when they're putting her out.
I don't know.
I mean, you got Survivor Series coming up in November. That's a big pay-per-view for them. Well, PLE, premium live event for them.
Unless you're gonna put her in with, because I know that Charlotte Flair and who's that other chick, and some other chick in Fastlane are going against Damage Control. Unless you want to throw her in the mix of that drama.
Nah. She's got to be in a one-on-one. I think you got to debut her in a one-on-one. Like, she's got to be a solo act for
a while.
Yeah, like, because you got to establish her dominance. If you're putting all the stock in her.
Yeah. Okay. That makes sense. That makes sense.
Yeah. We'll see though. I mean, at this point, she's at the Performance Center. They're on WWE's time. If they feel like it's time to debut her, it's happening. Then we'll just wait and see. Jade also credited the way that WWE treated Cody Rhodes coming over made the decision a little easier for her. It wasn't just they're getting an AEW person to get an AEW person and stick it to them.
Yeah.
Look at Cody. Cody is very much so integrated in WWE.
Doing work.
Doing work.
Yeah, crazy.
And the fact that when Cody went back to WWE, they didn't change anything about him. Like, he left WWE and became this, what he is now, almost in spite of WWE, right? And then he became that big that when Vince wanted it back or got him back, it's like they didn't change anything about him. They wanted that person. So that says a lot about, like how they felt about how big Cody was. Now, if they feel that way about Jade coming over, they're going to do right by her. They're going to treat her like the star that they believe that they can present her to be. So, I don't know. It'll be interesting to see. But moving on from that, before we get into our predictions for WrestleDream, we're going to talk a little bit about SmackDown, Friday Night SmackDown, and this was pretty much surrounding Jim Uso, the Bloodline, and will John Cena show up or will he not? And spoiler alert, he did show up.
Yep.
And first it was going to be a handicap match against Jimmy
and Solo against.
But because AJ Styles is of course dead now from from the attack last week, but he's got a partner now.
If you call that a partner,
much to your chagrin, he's
half
back.
a wrestler.
The I guess you want to say returning. He was out for like what, a week or two? Well, a week.
Yeah,
he was out for like a week.
COVID precautions.
Yeah. But LA Knight has returned, and now it looks like LA Knight is going to team with John Cena against
spreading
Solo.
his disease.
So, how do you feel about SmackDown?
I'm not gonna say this episode. Yes, I am. Fuck LA Knight.
I wouldn't have expected anything less.
I actually SmackDown was cool, the whole thing going on with the Bloodline. I'm kind of getting over that, but I'm liking the direction they're going in now.
Like Jimmy's like way too big for his britches.
Yeah. I don't think Solo's going to tolerate his shit much longer.
Yeah.
It don't look like he's cool with what's going on. Like, he's there.
Yeah, he's there.
He's just like, you know what?
He's like,
just play out.
Yeah. He's like, this is my brother, but
I don't know. I did already brought up the whole Charlotte Flair.
Yeah.
Damage control. That she gonna win. Period. Like, what are we talking about here?
It looks like we're getting close to Charlotte getting another opportunity at a championship.
Yeah.
I mean, why? If Charlotte's in something, it's to get a title match.
So I don't even know why they even, like, when the chick start. What's her name? Asuka.
Yes.
She came out speaking Japanese, and the girl, you want a match? I'll get the fast lane. Like, what do you? Shut up, lady. Like, all her friends looking at her like, that's not what she said.
Yeah, it was like, wait, what? Because Bailey's like, yo, you know, is that what y'all want? Y'all want a triple threat match? Like, yo, fight both of y'all. Like,
that's ridiculous.
And he was like, wait, no, it's not what I said at all.
She's just trying to keep her belt. Like I brought up before, I'm tired of Street Profits.
Oh yeah, we were talking about that a little bit before we started recording. Devin no like the Street Profits.
No, I don't like my man. They just getting on my nerves. First, the whole thing is dumb. What's going on? You talk about prove yourself. Who are you?
Hey, look, Bobby Lashley's former WWE champion, man. He's been to the mountaintop. He's done things very few people have done, and being a actual black WWE champion. So,
I'm sick of it. I don't maybe because I'm not following it closely. I don't care about the drama, and then these two dudes come running out in suits and like, I'm done with you.
They seem to have proved it.
They did. But that whole section of the show, I kind of, like, my brain just started dipping. Like,
you're like,
I'm not following that part.
Okay. So
I'm not.
So Street Profits, Bobby Lashley stuff.
The LWO shit.
How about the match with Santos and Ray?
Oh, match is great.
Yeah.
Match is awesome.
Yeah, I didn't know where they were going after that. Like if Santos was gonna after he lost, I'm like, is this gonna be it? Is this where we get that tension or get the cracks forming in the armor of the LWO? But not yet.
No,
not yet. Maybe we see something at Fastlane.
Yeah, maybe. I don't know. I just don't want SmackDown wasn't that great this week to me.
So for WWE, Raw was a little better than...
Raw was a lot better.
Okay.
SmackDown had its moments, but then after a while...
It was that LA Knight that did it for you, wasn't it?
He usually does mess up a show. Like when he come running out, like look, I gotta go to the bathroom.
LA Knight's the bathroom break for you.
Yeah, he usually messes up everything for me. Sorry. And I ain't teaming up with Cena. Now I gotta not like John Cena now.
Because he's teaming with LA Knight.
Yeah, you part of the problem, Cena. I'm gonna unfollow you on Twitter, and I'm gonna respect that you unfollow me. Because he follows me on X. Like, we might have to part our ways.
This might have to be it.
This might be it.
Might have to go ahead.
We can revisit this once you're done with this trash.
Look, man, it's just further putting the LA Knight, putting the stamp of approval on LA Knight, getting him. I
definitely can see that
in these, in this match and in these. I think they're keeping him circling around the bloodline thing. Maybe they'll set him up to be another contender for Roman. Like I said in past episode, but. He ain't beating Roman, but keeping him in that, in that area, in that mix, will keep him at that level of like a, of a baby face that's high up when you don't have Cena no more, when you don't, you don't have those people, somebody who blows the roof off of places when his music hits, like LA Knight, and it's the popularity's still there.
We need more. Like, no, I don't like LA Knight, but we need more people with his energy level.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you need people to get that reaction out of people. You need that baby face that people will flock to. People who want to see win, and want to see chase a title.
I remember, we watching the old school wrestling, Stone Cold, The Rock, and all those other people. That level of energy is what kept me engaged.
Mm-hmm.
And we need more LA Knight level of energy on SmackDown, on Raw. I need more of this.
Right.
I don't want to hear you crying or sitting behind a desk boo-hooing. More entertainment.
You just don't want it to be LA Knight.
No. You can pick any.
Yeah.
Anybody else. Shit. What's his name? Ratchet? Rocket?
Ricochet.
You give me Ricochet, I'll tolerate Ricochet. Shoot. No, SmackDown's cool. These people are alright.
Well, I mean, we had getting into the AEW side of things while we get into our predictions for WrestleDream. We had a Collision show last night. It was okay. It was all right. I mean, we got WrestleDream coming up. We had Kenny Omega and Chris Jericho. They teamed up. Of course, they got the win because why wouldn't they have?
It's Jericho.
Yeah.
Y'all notice how he's looking kind of out of shape?
Jericho?
Yeah, my man, get a little
He's
belly,
old.
get a little dad bod.
Jericho's old, man.
I was looking, I'm like, I kept looking at his stomach. I'm like, those aren't abs.
Hey, look, man, he's been at this a long time.
Long time.
He's getting
He's
getting up there.
He looked a little tired too.
Yeah. I mean, he
looks
can still perform, but
yeah,
like
he's
you said,
slowing down.
Yeah.
He's making my knees hurt. I'm like, damn, dude, relax.
He's wrestling smarter.
Yeah.
But yeah, so let's just jump into the WrestleDream card here. We'll do our match breakdowns and our predictions for it before we get out of here because we have the show's fastly approaching.
What time it start?
8:00, I believe.
Oh.
We are recording. It's getting close to 4:00 as we are recording. But this show looks like it's gonna be chocked full of wrestling. Where we didn't get a whole lot of wrestling on Wednesday Dynamite. I believe this show's the card looks great, and it's going to deliver. Like I said, I've never been upset or disappointed by the in-ring action that AEW gives you. It's sometimes it's the build-up to get to those matches that's all over the place or non-existent at all, and we're like, well, why are we here? Why do we have this match? What the hell's going on? But when the matches happen in the ring, always good. Like I've never been upset with a pay-per-view from AEW. I'm like, oh man, that sucked in the ring. Like you buy it for the wrestling and you get good wrestling. So in no particular order here, we're just gonna jump into some of this card here. And we're going to go first with the 4-way match. It looks like there's going to be a 4-way tag team match to decide future challengers for the AEW Tag Team Championships. You're going to have the Guns, which is Austin and Colton, versus the Young Bucks, versus the Lucha Bros, and Orange Cassidy and Hook.
My predictions? Hook and Orange Cassidy gets it.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Something about that feel right to me.
Okay. I'm not upset at that. I'm not upset at that pick. Yeah, I don't know here. I kind of want the Guns to win because I just feel like they need another crack at the championships. That Bullet Club Gold stuff is fantastic, and the Guns are a great tag team. Just week after week, you just see they're just more comfortable, and it's just it just flows a lot better, and the connection and the gelling with Jay White and Juice and this whole collective is just great. So I would like to see the Guns featured more. And maybe having the AEW tag team titles would definitely help to do that. We also have on the show, we have Wheeler Yuta versus Ricky Starks. This one's going to be a good match. This one, Wheeler Yuta is in the ring. The dude does work.
Let me find my prediction for that one.
Does work. And Ricky Starks is, this match is... It's gonna be a good one.
Here you go.
I kind of think you have Ricky win this.
Let me see. Will you the Ricky Starks? You thinking?
Because Ricky's got that whole thing with almost having that rivalry with Punk like play out and different things. So they seen him in a spot. Ricky. So I think he gotta go with Ricky Starks here.
Yeah, I am gonna go Ricky Starks.
Okay.
Let me just make sure I make my predictions correctly, because I'm keeping track of these. I got so much stuff written down. TNT Championship. Where'd I do it? I'm gonna just write Starks.
There you go. While you write that, I will talk about the next match. The next match is going to be Eddie Kingston defending the Ring of Honor World Championship and the New Japan Strong Openweight Championship against Shibata. Shibata is the current Ring of Honor Pure Champion, but that title is not on the line in this matchup. So Eddie's defending both of his titles against Shibata, and I think Eddie retains.
Kingston.
Yeah, like he just won that thing, man. Like you just got the feel good story in New York, and you know people love Eddie Kingston, and he's doing great work with New Japan and all. Yeah, so Eddie Kingston here is the fan favorite to take that. We also have for the TBS Championship, we have Julia Hart versus Chris Statlander. I think Chris Statlander wins. They've been building Julia Hart up a lot, and you know she hasn't been defeated much at all. They're keeping her as a threat, but I think to further drive the point home that Chris Statlander is the champion that they want her to be. I think she beats Julia Hart.
Yeah, because she barely won her last match.
Yeah,
Hart. I mean, you barely pulled that out your ass. So yeah, I'm going Chris.
Yeah,
Chris for the W.
Yeah, I think Chris Statlander successfully defends her TBS championship there. We also have the 6-man with Jericho, Omega, and Kota Ibushi versus Will Ospreay, Sammy Guevara, and Takeshita. I think
Callis.
You think the Callis family wins? I think so too. I kind of think so too. I think Ospreay, Sammy, and Takeshita win. Also, I do. I don't know. Somehow, maybe Sammy gets the pin on Jericho this time. Maybe he gets a little bit of that revenge there. I don't know, but it's gonna be a good match though. You got Kota Ibushi, you got Jericho, he's gonna perform in this match. He's gonna get up for the match. You got Omega, who always performs on these shows. Will Ospreay, who is one of the best in the ring right now, currently on the earth. Will Ospreay. So you know you're not gonna miss with that. Takeshita and Sammy. It's gonna be a good match. It's definitely gonna be a good match there. Like who thought that Jericho would be like the one, you know, in the match that's like the slowest one, I guess.
That age, man.
He's
like 75.
He knows he knows how to work, so he's gonna make it work in this matchup. But yeah, that's gonna be a good one. That's gonna be a good one. What I think is going to be, for me, this is the match that I am looking very much forward to on the card. It's going to be FTR versus Aussie Open for the AEW tag team titles. I think FTR, I think they retain here. I like Aussie Open a lot. Like I like Mark Davis and Al Fletcher a lot. Like I really do.
But my money's on FTR.
Yeah, I think FTR is going to retain here. But that match is going to be a banger. Like just already, that match is going to be a banger. I'm very much looking forward to that matchup. More so than a lot of these on the card. I got that one. I got that one penciled. I got FTR and Aussie Open. I got that penciled. Sticking on the tag team title theme, we have the Ring of Honor tag team titles. We talked a little bit about this earlier with MJF defending the titles by himself against the Righteous. Now, you think that he might not be by himself for this entirety of the match here. Something's going to happen. He's going to get a partner.
Yes.
Substitute.
Even if he's going to get a partner, somebody's going to jump in to help him. He's going to win.
He's going to retain the title.
He's going to keep the title.
Yeah.
But it's not going to be a clean fight. It's not going to be him out there. Well, it's usually never clean with him. But
and it might even only be that. It might even be MGF just does a lot of things to underhandedly, win the titles for him, back for him and Adam Cole.
Or he just might not show up. I can see that would be the ultimate move, despite of everything he said, to just not show up.
Or take a count out. Well, no. Hey, take a count out.
He don't lose the...
I don't think in AEW you lose the titles off a count out.
We're just sitting outside the ring.
Yeah.
Pull up in a fresh outfit, pull a chair up, when the bell ring, get out, and just sit there. Go to the announcer table and just talk shit.
Either that or just leave, just walk out the arena.
Just leave. I would respect that. Like, yo, what did he just do? That's awesome. He just left.
And you know what? I don't think the crowd would turn on this either, because a lot of times the crowd will turn on a match that is advertised but not given.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think they would. I don't think they would do that here. I think they would eat it up because it would play a lot into MJF. Like it's something MJF would do, and we would expect that and respect it. That's actually pretty interesting. But we do agree that MJF is definitely he's definitely walking away still the ROH Tag Team Champions, definitely. We also have Hangman and Swerve Strickland. Looking forward to this one too. I really want Swerve to win this match. I really do. I think Hangman is going to win, but I really want Swerve to win this one.
I actually have Swerve to win.
Okay.
It's been a while.
Yeah, I think the win. I think the win does more. I think Swerve winning this match is more than Hangman. Hangman's always going to be there. Hangman's going to be that guy you can plug in, any situation, and he'll make something out of it. You can plug him into any rivalry and do a pay-per-view match. And I think this does wonders for Swerve. Winning this match up against Hangman would do wonders, and they do need more people that's not a part of the elite in those spaces. They need more people in those spots. Not just like a Hangman or someone like that. They need more people, and I think definitely like Swerve winning would do that. I want to believe that Swerve wins this match. I don't know. I don't have the confidence. Next up, moving right along, we got Bryan Danielson versus Zack Sabre Jr. This is the dream match. This is the one people have been waiting since the first Forbidden Door, when the match didn't happen when Danielson was injured. This is, you want to see some motherfucking wrestling? You are going to get some wrestling in this one. You're going to get joint manipulations. You're going to get stiff kicks. You're going to get holds. It's going down in this one.
Bryan's going to win.
Yeah, I gotta say Danielson wins. Yeah, I gotta say Danielson wins, definitely.
When Zack confronted him in a ring and then bitched out and ran, I knew he went about that life. He was talking mad trash on the table. Like, oh, I could have did this. That wouldn't work with me. I would have did this. I would do this. But then when you got face to face with the man, you ran.
The Bryan Danielson is that dude.
So you about to get in this ring and get all your body in metal. Your bone. What do you say? There's 206 bones in the body. They'll all be metal after me. No, that's gonna be you. Yeah, that's gonna be you.
If it's one thing we know with Bryan Danielson matches, and you've come to learn since you've jumped back into professional wrestling now, that he don't mess around in there.
He ain't no joke. No joke.
He does not fuck around in the ring.
That shit look painful.
Yeah, he is not the one to be trifled with. So yeah, Bryan Danielson wins this one. Just that's happening. And for our main event, last match, I did actually purposely leave this one for last because it's being touted as the main event for WrestleDream for the show. It's going to be the 2 out of 3 falls match, the TNT title match between Christian and Darby Allin. Christian's going to be defending the TNT title against Darby here. And they said several times this is going to be the main event of the show, which further threw fuel on the fire of some rumors of some things that could have potentially happened as of today, because there's someone whose contract officially expired yesterday, and rumors have been completely crazy swirling around the fact that that could possibly happen. We'll talk about that right after we get our predictions of who's winning this match here.
Christian Cage.
Yeah, I'm saying Christian successfully defends. I mean, it's just better with Christian as the TNT champion. Like, it's great.
Darby's not a good guy. I mean, he's not a bad guy, not a bad wrestler.
No.
But Christian Cage is better.
He's doing fantastic stuff right now. Christian is
such an asshole.
Yes, he is such an asshole.
Perfect.
And he's killing it right now. Like, Christian is killing it right now. You do not take the title off of him, especially after he just won it from Luchasaurus after he was pretending to be the champion this whole time. Like, you got to keep this title on Christian. Like, Christian is Christian's money right now. I do think you keep the title on Christian. Now, the fact that they are keeping this for the main event spot also leaves a lot of speculation open to the fact that maybe you debut someone after this or during this. You leave that for the main event spot if you know you've secured it, maybe. Just spitballing here. It could really not even be a thing at all, but it actually could definitely be a thing. We don't know until the pay-per-view happens tonight. And I'm talking, of course, about Edge, or it'll be Adam Copeland at that point.
What type of name is that? Does
he show up at WrestleDream tonight?
Why not? What are you doing?
Yeah.
Oops.
What's he doing indeed? Nothing now? Does it happen? Does he help Christian beat Darby Allin? Does he confront Christian during the match? Does he confront Christian after the match? Like, is him and Christian still a thing, or does he come in to rival with Christian? F these things happen, of course.
We gotta. Hope he comes out with a better name. Come out as Adam Copeland.
I mean, at this point, why wouldn't he? He's at that point in his career. He don't need no gimmick name. He doesn't. He is who he is.
He looks like an Adam.
Yeah.
He looked like somebody in my, the car drop-off line at my daughter's school.
At this point, you just Adam Copeland this thing. Why not?
I can't respect that.
I
can't respect that name, Copeland. You don't have the same. Okay, you cut your hair. I'll let that slide.
But you know what? I don't think anyone's gonna care. Like the fact that guy, that person, is in AEW and being, after having this Hall of Fame career in WWE, nobody's going to care. And we know we can't call him Edge. And if he's winding down his career, why would you take the time to come up with a new name?
Because I don't like Adam Copeland.
He's going to be the sharp points.
CPA.
Serrated.
Yeah. Let me see. Yeah, it's rumored everywhere. Everybody.
Yeah, I mean, at this point,
posting it,
and like I said, and them giving the main event spot to the Christian match now is like, I don't know, maybe.
Yeah, like everybody's writing about Edge coming to AEW.
Can happen. Anything's possible until it ain't, and it's very possible right now. because it hasn't happened yet.
Have him replace CM Punk.
And that's the thing, right? You bring in this gigantic name, like a huge get. And if you're AEW and you can secure this, why wouldn't you? You're going to do it. You're going to do it. Like if this offer's on the table and it's a possibility, do it. Or it's got to be done. Like that's a no-brainer. You bring a guy like that in. You bring somebody of his knowledge, his stature, his star power, especially
you just elevate your show.
Exactly. You get that star power, ratings. See what it does.
Oh yeah.
See what
Sign
it does
for a year. See what he does. See what he can bring to the table. See what talent.
See what happens.
He can pull.
Yeah. See what happens.
Yeah. That'd be.
I mean, I'm at this point. I'm all for it. I'm completely all for it. That's here. That's
all right.
Yeah, it's what happens on our pods. It's
the other show. Somebody knocking at my door. I had to step away.
Yeah, it's the magic of it's the magic of this thing. But
wait till we start getting to like a podcast network. They're gonna put sounds and errors into it. Like, we can't have y'all sound too perfect.
Yeah, no, yeah. Just start killing the feed and
just randomly.
It'll be a voice delays. We'll start sounding like chipmunks.
I can do that. I got that app, Logitech. I don't know where it is.
That's a mystery we're going to uncover at another time. All kinds of buttons and fun stuff.
Effects.
Wait.
Oh, there we go. There it is. We got it. We got it.
Let me turn this off. Wait, I gotta figure it out. Oh, there you go.
Now we're stuck.
All right, I'm back.
There we go. He's back just in time, ladies and gentlemen. We are going to get out of here. And we want to thank you for joining us for the Level Down podcast. That was the other one. We just wrapped that one up.
Yes,
so listen to that one too. We did the 40th. We just turned 40.
Yeah, 40th celebration.
Yeah, so we did the 40th celebration of we did the decades of the impact of gaming and TV and music that it had on us through our different decades, through the 4 decades of our lives, and just some very interesting takes, some very funny things, and selections that we've had. For that,
do the next 40.
Oh dear Lord, that's gonna be something.
I don't want to be doing this.
No.
Unless the money right.
Yeah, at 80, I'll be here.
Yeah,
I will be here. But
Ensure sponsor us.
Oh,
What is it?
Yeah, Ensure. Whatever vitamins.
Silver. Centrum Silver.
Yeah, vitamins and strong bones and all that good stuff. But but check that out definitely, and definitely check out and continue to like, share, follow, subscribe to Bury the Booking. Listen to us wherever you like to listen to podcasts. Check us out on YouTube as well for your pleasure. Thank you for the support, and we will see you on the flip of this next time. Peace.